Hello, welcome inside the Sherwood Park Arena for another episode of Crusaders Pregame, brought to you by Maxwell, Devonshire Realty, where realty happens. Today there's a storm brewing outside the Sherwood Park Arena, and I'm not just talking about the sub-30 temperatures we are experiencing here in the Edmonton area. No, the Grand Prairie Storm are in town to take on the 36-4 Sherwood Park Crusaders. The Crusaders are coming off a successful one-game road trip as they ventured up the road to Bonnyville on Friday night and came away with a 4-2 win. That saw Jacob Kendall net 2 goals, and Jacob Franchek with a short-handed goal to help lead the Crusaders to a 2-goal win over a division rival. Now, one other moment in that game that Crusaders fans may be a little concerned about. Jared White did get a match penalty for a board with about 4 minutes to go in the third period of that game. The good news for the Sherwood Park Crusaders, there will not be any additional discipline for Jared White, so he will be in the lineup here today. Which brings me to my first point. The secondary scoring for the Sherwood Park Crusaders needs to be a factor here today. Carter Savoy, the team's leading goal man, and Mike Benning, the top point producer on the blue line in the AJHL, will venture to Hamilton for Tuesday night's CJHL Top Prospects game, where they will join a couple of members, Alex Young from Canmore and a few members of the Spruce Grove Saints on Team West for Hamilton, Ontario's CJHL Prospects game. So, the Crusaders need guys like Jacob Kendall and Jake Franchek to support the top line that will be Arjun Atwal, William Zapernick, and Jared White, as Jared White did move on to that line as Carter Savoy and Mike Benning were away for the Junior A World Challenge, the World Junior A Challenge, I should say, as Jared White found some success on that line, and I expect nothing less here today. Now, coming into this game, Grand Prairie did acquire a couple of big names just prior to the trade deadline that passed on Friday night, as they brought in Max Gianluigano as well as Carter Coles from Canmore in exchange for Zach Cunningham, Lucas Jurosic, and Futures. Crusaders fans might be a little familiar with those two names, as Canmore was here in town last Sunday, where Max Gianluigano was ejected in the first period for a board on Jacob Franchek. Actually, I believe it was a checking from behind. So, Grand Prairie comes in with some additional firepower, and the Crusaders will get a little bit of additional firepower of their own in the coming days, as they signed Ty Ettinger, the former Fort McMurray oil baron, who currently plays for the Victoria Royals in the WHL, to a contract yesterday afternoon, and we should expect him to join the roster in the coming days. And last but not least, I would expect a tight checking hockey game here at the Sherwood Park Arena today, as the previous two matchups between these two teams, 4-1 and 3-2 victories by the Sherwood Park Crusaders, two relatively close games, and Grand Prairie likes to play that tight checking, in-your-face offense. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.